What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today I'm going to do a video about a very interesting topic that relates to the new Weather Boost update. Now, you guys know you can get some really crazy, amazing Pokemon off of the Weather Boost, but there are some downsides to the new Weather Boost, and we're going to talk about them in this video. It's actually really important stuff, and if you're not at the super crazy high level of gameplay that me and some of my friends are, you may not have even known about this, so I want to make sure that you know about it, alright? Now, the very most important thing that I want to talk about during this video is the fact that weather boosted spawns can change from weather boosted spawns to non-weather boosted spawns, and they no longer have any significant stats. Now, what does that mean? It means that you could see a Pokemon on the scanner, and then you go drive your car all the way over to that Pokemon, and you get there, and it is not the Pokemon that the scanner said that it would be. Now, some people have experienced that in the past with Pokemon that they get there and it's not the level that it said it would be, it's not the IVs that it said it would be. That's because they were lower than level 30. This is different than that, okay? This is basically something that happens when the weather actually changes during the course of that spawn timing out. So the spawn has not timed out, the Pokemon is still there, it is simply no longer weather boosted. Now that is crazy interesting, and it means that you have to watch your weather. You actually have to watch your weather, and honestly, it's a reason to spoof even more, because driving to a Pokemon and having it not be the Pokemon that it said it was on the scanner is really frustrating. And the first time that it happened to me was today, but I didn't drive there, I spoofed there, so thank God. So anyway, you guys, what we're looking at here, I have some perfect catches. I have some pretty good catches that I got while I was at work today. You guys may know that I have a new job, and it's eating up a lot of my time during the day, and I now have Thursday off, I have Friday off, and I have Saturday and Sunday off. So I do have a lot of days during the week off. I'm gonna bring you plenty of adventure content, but while I'm at work, every once in a while I get a notification for something good that I want to catch, and I'll take a minute and go and try to catch it real quick, and it really doesn't take that much time. So a perfect Lapras, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna grab that. I had some other really good catches today as well, and I'm going to show you a very high level weather boosted Snorlax that I went there and it was no longer weather boosted. It was really interesting, you guys. This is just the kind of thing that you don't really experience as an organic player, so it's kind of hard to understand how these rules work. This basically doesn't affect organic players because they're just gonna walk around and they're gonna catch whatever they're gonna catch. But if you use the scanners, then this is really going to affect you, so you're gonna want to pay attention. All right, now these are all my catches from today while I was hanging out at work. Like I said, I caught just a couple of things. Perfect Lapras. This next guy is a perfect Makuhita. All right, I haven't bothered to catch him perfect Makuhita. I was waiting for a really high level one, so I found one today. There's a couple of glitches that I want to talk about during this video while we wait for the Snorlax catch. All right, the first one is when you load the game and it doesn't load any of the game assets. Now, this doesn't happen to me when I'm playing organically. As you guys know, I'm one of the very few YouTubers who plays completely organically and completely with spoofing and completely with trackers. I do it all, you guys. Like, I call it TOS, all right? Tracker, organic, spoofing, all right? You guys, I'm a TOS Pokemon Go player now, all right? I'm strictly following the TOS, all right, you guys? So, just saying, that's my new joke. Anyway, there's a bunch of cool scanners for San Francisco. You guys should obviously check them out. And I got the Makuhita off of the scanners, so I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab a quick little video. It's my first 100% Makuhita. I really wanted to get one. But coming back to the glitch, you'll basically teleport to a location, open the game, and there's no game assets, and then you have to force close the game, and then you have to start back over, and usually it works the next time. I have had it do that like 10 times in a row before, and I noticed that sometimes you have to move your location just a little bit to get it to work. And did you guys also notice that critical capture on the 100% Makuhita? Lit! Now, I want to show you another glitch that is really annoying in this game right now. This is a new glitch. You'll go to evolve a Pokemon, and look, it evolved the Pokemon, it took away my candies, it just didn't show the evolution animation whatsoever. Look, my Hariyama has been evolved and it doesn't show the animation, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of lame. And also, if you do that during a Pokédex entry, it also will not show you the Pokédex entry. So that is also kind of a huge bummer, and I'm like, I wish that they would fix that. That seems to be a recent glitch that came with the recent round of updates, because I've never experienced that before, and for some reason I don't experience it ever when I'm organic. I only experience it when basically my spoof location has timed out, so it doesn't really know my location anymore, and I noticed that if I fake my location right before I evolve, it works. Now, that is an interesting glitch, and you could actually exploit it. Let's say that you wanted to use a lucky egg and get as many evolutions as fast as possible. Well, that glitch does not show any evolution animation whatsoever. So you could literally sit there and evolve Pokemon super fast. I haven't explored that whatsoever, but if anybody does explore that, please tweet me your results. I'm guessing you can use that glitch. You can exploit it and make your lucky eggs go really far. So that's actually kind of cool, and I'm actually like, whoa. If that's an exploitable glitch, I definitely want to know about it, and I want to bring that content to you guys. But you heard it here first. I believe that that is an exploitable glitch, and you could make your lucky eggs last like a lot more evolutions than you could get by watching all those animations. So that's kind of cool. Now here, obviously, we have a third kind of glitch in the game where the Pokemon just take forever to load. If I had the sound on for the clip, I would let you guys hear it, but I've noticed that there's a certain point when if you let the game play to a certain point in the music, the music will make this kind of certain sound right when it's getting kind of hyped up, and it's like they drop the beat and then they hype up they hype it back up, and if the Pokemon don't load at that particular point in the music, then they're just not going to load. But if you wait for that point in the music, the little white ball in the top corner will spin, and then the Pokemon will load. So sometimes I just wait for that, which is what I did in this case. Now, as soon as I showed up for that Snorlax, I noticed it did not have a weather boost underneath of it, the little swirling underneath of it, and I knew that that was going to be a really bad sign. And of course I touched the Snorlax, and it was not 3037 CP level 34. It was a 2000 something. So that was kind of like, okay, I'm not dealing with the same Pokemon, so I guarantee it's not going to be perfect. However, I wanted to make sure and catch it on the video anyway, just to prove to you guys it is no longer perfect. It has changed to a non-perfect specimen. So I had to wait the timeout time because I was catching in San Francisco and then I was catching in Sacramento, which, you know, is kind of a drive. So I decided to wait the time just to emulate real gameplay as much as possible. I am trying to emulate fair gameplay with my spoof life, even though it doesn't matter. I'm just collecting specimens anyway. I'm not gymming with them, but still I'm trying to emulate fair gameplay just to kind of give the impression of being fair, because I think it's important. You know, I think it's important. Fair gameplay is important. So I'm not going to say that, you know, teleporting here, there, and everywhere is so fair, you know, so I'm trying to emulate fair gameplay. Anyway, the Snorlax is not perfect as predicted, but I caught it just to make sure. So it's pretty interesting, you guys. I think that that's probably one of the more interesting updates. Now, the other thing that I've seen is the Pokemon not even being there and being a totally different Pokemon. I haven't seen that with my own eyes, but I have heard of people who get there and it's a totally has despawned. So that is fairly interesting, you guys, and I think that it's worth mentioning as well. So to wrap up this video, I just want to let you guys know that if you are still playing on the driving life, which I have pretty much quit, I don't want to waste any more gas on this game. I spend enough money on it as it is, and it's winter and driving around in the cold at night just does not sound fun. I'd rather be at home. But anyway, if you are still driving around for this game, I would watch out. The weather spawns are changing and they may turn into something that you don't find desirable, and it would really suck to drive all the way there and waste your gas. I don't really have any suggestions on how to know when the weather is going to change. I believe the weather changes every hour, but I don't know if it's on the hour. I don't know when it changes exactly. So if anybody has any kind of a solid tip on how you can avoid these weather despawns, then put it down in the comments, please. I really want to know about that, and I'll bring the information to the channel if I find out something solid that always works. That's gonna be the end for this video. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you to my amazing subscribers, and peace!